Item 4, approval to rename Richard C. Briggs High School as Norwalk Pathways Academy at Briggs. I understand that there's a presentation from the Briggs School that was going to be put on, and then we'll proceed to discussion at the board.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome, Dr. Adamowski, and also thank you, Mr. Millian, for your continued support through the whole turnaround process. It's been a long road. This evening, I have Miss Fayoa. She is our instructional specialist, and a student, Evelyn Bruchetta, and we are here this evening to request that the name Richard C. Briggs High School change to the Norwalk Pathways Academy at Briggs. As you know, we are in our third year of the turnaround, and we'd like to update you on a few things. As you can see from the slide, our attendance has increased. We've gone from 69% to 87% in attendance. Many of these students came to us who were struggling with going to school and getting to school on time. Our discipline referrals have gone down, and that's partially due to full implementation of PBIS. And in order for us to sustain what we've implemented thus far, we will begin this coming school year partnering with the Norwalk Community College, working with the civil service agencies throughout Norwalk, and growing our own talent right here in Norwalk Public Schools. And Mrs. Fayoa is going to go through what we're going to look like for the 2015-2016 school year, and I think you'll be happy to see how the partnerships, not only with NCC, but with Norwalk Public Schools and civil service agencies in the community will really benefit all of the students here in Norwalk.
Thank you. Good evening. I will make it very brief. There will be 4 potential pathways that the students can elect to participate in. And they basically do classes at NCC, depending on their pathway. If it's a health and technology pathway, they will go there twice a week. And if they're in a trades pathway, we actually are planning to grow our own and have them partner with people within our district. And the civil service pathway, we already have a relationship with the fire department. We already did a mini academy. And we just found out today that we have already a proposal from the police academy to do another mini academy. So the technology pathway, as I said, will be, the health and technology will be taking place at NCC with NTC instructors, but just for our high schoolers. The civil service pathway is with our local agencies. Our trades pathways are with our own in-district people. And in brief, these are the 4 pathways, and they will be taking place twice a week and after their academic classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we hope, if everybody's schedules can accommodate them. And we just figured that this would be the best way to rebrand ourselves to appeal to our overage and undercredited students, making sure that we are transitioning them to some post-secondary plan. That's been the area that we feel that we haven't had as many gains as we would like. And in order for us to do that, we just want to get them started on whatever it is that they feel that they are interested in.
Dr. Briggs was a superintendent here in Norwalk for 10 years, and he did a lot for our district, and he's kind of been so he was instrumental in creating the Center for Vocational Arts, and we'd like to honor Dr. Briggs by placing a picture of him on the 3rd floor with the other superintendents. We also, unfortunately, we have a student that you'll hear from, and she's going to share just how the students are perceived here in Norwalk. And it really will tug at your heart. It's not okay. It's not acceptable. And we've been trying to change the negative perception of our Briggs students by making significant changes within our building. But we keep trying to get the word out, and people aren't seeing Briggs for what we're truly doing inside of our building. And we want the community to know what we have to offer to our students. And we believe that a name change would assist us in reflecting what we're doing with our students and how our students really have changed and how they're really making steps to improving their own lives. So we are requesting from the board that you approve this evening the name change to the Norwalk Pathways Academy at Briggs to support all of the efforts so far and our students. So at this time, I'd like Evelyn to say a few words.
Hi. Well, well, I think that changing the name of the school, it will be good because kids will see it differently. Like the younger kids I work with at the Carver Center, they tell me that it's a bad school. I'm like, no, it's not. It's just like the past. And now the school has gotten better with the help of our teachers and Dr. Allen. And for me, it's been a really great opportunity to do better in all my classes and to graduate on time. So, yeah.
Evelyn is a high honor student, and she's quite a phenomenal young lady. She's going places. So, any questions?
Any questions for Dr. Allen? Ms. Reedus?
Yes, I think it's wonderful that you what you're doing and the way the students are excited with learning and having a whole new outlook. What it was mentioned earlier about having community input for at least with the parents from the students there, or did you do a reach out to discuss it so that people could be more aware of what is going on at Briggs?
We have a school governance council that was brought up at the governance council that was run by our parent liaison. We've had letters going home to parents. We've talked to the students. The students had a hand in renaming the school along with the staff. And incidentally, our turnaround meetings from the beginning to the end have been open.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Keys, then the mayor.
Thank you. I was fortunate enough to attend the facilities meeting last Friday at Briggs. Very impressed. We saw this presentation. I think you all did a really great job on presenting it and getting your point of view across. And I think it's important branding this name for the children in the school to really feel great about their school and a sense of pride and a sense of ownership. And I think by renaming the school, that's the next step. I think it's not only a new direction, but I think it's the right direction, and it's the first start of other things that will be happening that are right for the school. I think now is the time to make the change. It's the beginning part of it.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, thank you. Dr. Allen, I think this is great. I know when we had the trades show here at City Hall, you were kind enough to arrange for transportation for some of the students to come down and meet with carpenters and masons, electricians, and they really, truly enjoyed it. And it showed them that there are other options available to them if they're not going to consider going on to college or to further education. The other thing was, when I attended the fire academy for a period of time, or for one day when the young kids were learning about firefighting and trying perhaps maybe get their interest in becoming firefighters. As you know, we're working in that direction now. I believe, based on my contact with the trades unions, that in addition to using staff and the resources that you have at MPS, we could arrange to have them come in periodically and work with your students and talk about carpentry and electrician and what it is to be, and maybe even take them out in the field if you have a program where there's an off-site kind of a working relationship. So please contact me. I'd be more than happy to at least try to arrange that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Ms. Mosby?
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
At the facility planning meeting, we did discuss about the curriculum, and that it would probably most likely come to the curriculum. Mike, this is for you too as well, to the curriculum committee, so that we can go over and review it at that time. So I just want to make sure that that's out there, and Mike, that you're aware that that's going to come to us.
Okay.
So we can look
Yes, we'd
back.
like to attend. That would be wonderful.
Yes, and so that'll be good. And then that gives the opportunity too, for the community, public, or whoever, wants to be involved, that they can come at that point too, to go through that process.
Okay. Mr. Kusin?
Thank you. We were fortunate to have a wonderful greeting over at Briggs School last week when we had the meeting. And I have to say, literally, Briggs for some reason I keep messing up school names. Briggs has literally turned around, and I really believe it's because of you, Dr. Allen. You've done wonderful work over there. The school is clean, it's spotless. The new lab is amazing. So I applaud you. You've done some great work. You've got some great people with you.
I have wonderful kids.
Yes, great kids. And one of the things that impressed me the most about the name change, and I think you said this, is that a lot of the kids want to see this change. So it's not just something that, maybe a principal or some teachers are looking at. It's the kids that want it to change, because they're perceived as kids that are underperforming, and that's not the case.
Absolutely.
Briggs has really turned around. And the name change, the new curriculum, will also invite other students from middle school, I believe you said, who do want to look at a career in the trades or technology or civil service. And I think that's wonderful. I think that's something that Norwalk has lacked. And I support this fully, and I thank you for the work you're doing over there.
Thank you very much.
Ms. Mosby?
And the honoring of Dr. Briggs and giving the history on what he has done for the district and that school is something I think is very vital, and I applaud you for at least putting that out there so that we can get a general idea of the history of this person. And that there will go a long way with, repairing whatever happened between that process of Briggs and that name, because Dr. Briggs was a very, very, as Mr. Connolly said, iconic in person. So
Yes.
for us to remember the history of that, and of that person, that's good, and to have a good positive spin on it is something that's going to move this to the next level.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay. Any other comments? All right, thank you. At this point, the chair would entertain a motion to approve the renaming as Norwalk Pathways Academy at Briggs. Mr. Kasimis, second, Ms. Rivas. Is there further discussion on the motion? All right, all in favor of the renaming of the school, the Norwalk Pathway Academies at Briggs, please indicate. And it is unanimous. Thank you. Well done.